Blaney's rejoining there, they're all three wide. Neil's trying to get involved and Blaney hits them both off. Blaney comes back on the track, hits both cars. It's the right on the back of Bradders into the hairpin on the inside. Bradders outbreaks himself and they both pass, just hard to say. Stevie passes them all straight through. Oh, Callum's lost it! Callum's lost it! What a recovery! He uses the wall, but what a recovery there from Callum. Let's have a look at Steve. Now Stevie holds his own around the outside. And no way Jose, but then gets a slow run out of the corner. Bids us right up on the outside of him again. This is brilliant. LPB WTCR Championship Round 4, Race 4 from Red Bull Ring GP. Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB WTCR Championship on Project Cars 2. This is Round 4, Race 4 here from Red Bull Ring, and it's nice and wet again, so let's take you through the grid for this last race of the round then. So to the drone camera, and we have Pash on pole position with George alongside. Then it's Bradders in third, Hovno's fourth, Yomko is fifth. Then we've got Neil Farmack in 6th, Will is 7th, followed by Cy Racing in 8th, Twerdy is 9th, we've got Stevie in 10th, Blakeney in 11th, Intrepid in 12th, 13th for TY, and Bidster at the back in 14th. So Bidster finally gets a bad grid position because he's had good ones all this round so far. So let's get on with the race then. So here we go. Get ready for the start. Watching George off the line. Actually might put it back towards the midfield a bit. There we go. And Will gets a bad start further back. He's got an Eaton alive and he's going back down the order. You can see the blue car there on the side. Then into the first corner. We've got three wide. George, Hovno and Yomko. Contact, bang, bang, bang. Have that. And into the corner and out of it we go. And Twerdy takes Neil Farmack and got cars off on the inside. We've got cars off on the inside. It's Hovno and George who have to rejoin and get off that grass as quickly as possible because it is wet and horrible. As we've got three cars together, 4, 5 together, up towards the top as Bradders almost makes contact with Yomko into the hairpin, and it's, I think Bradders got second from Yomko, Hovno, Twerdy and Neil, but Neil gets on the curb, bad run out the corner, and Stevie's going to take advantage there. This midfield pack absolutely mad. We go down to the corner, watching Yomko's car now, with Hovno in the head. Then we've got Twerdy with Stevie on the inside of both cars as Yomko hits Bradders wide a bit. 3 into 1 does not go, lads. As Twerdy then gets passed by Stevie, and then the second bunch come through, and they just about get through alive as well. What a race this is so far. We're only a couple laps in. Well, not even a couple laps in is what I meant to say. But Yomko gets Twerdy and Stevie as well, and Hovno goes wide again, out in second place. I don't see Hovno staying there for too long as Stevie's on the inside of Twerdy now. Stevie on the move. Twerdy runs wide, but he's going to be on the water on the inside, but it shouldn't be too bad this time. As Yomko goes for the lead, goes for second place on Hovno into the corner, and Yomko gets it from Hovno as we've got Bradders and a few others going into the corner side by side. The camera's too zoomed in, we can't see anything. As Blake comes out the corner there with Bradders just ahead of him. So it's Pash across the line in the lead with a big gap. Then we've got everyone else following. Look at all that gaggle of cars. Absolute madness here. As we're keeping on Bradders, who was defending from Blake now into the first corner. Yomko, Hovno, Twerdy looking for a move on Hovno as Bradders defends from Blake, but Blake was around the outside of him. TY and Intrepid close further back as well. We've got a bit of a queue behind Hovno now. He's got Twerdy and everyone else behind him. So there we go. There goes Yomko is in second. Hovno was in third, but Neil Farmack's now at the inside. Neil Farmack for the position of Hovno, rubbing door mirrors as we go out the corner, and Neil Farmack gets it, and he gets the corner. And got contact on the straight as we've got two cars off. I think that's Hovno and someone else. Yeah, Hovno and Neil Farmack. Hovno absolutely battering everyone here as Twerdy spins in the middle of the pack, further back, and oh my word, it's all happening here. Hovno then outbreaks himself and almost takes Neil with him. Hovno is a hazard here, and Neil is gone off as well in response to that. So Neil's gone off. It's all happening. It's happening that fast. I can't keep up. As we've got now George on the inside of Bradders. And TY gets tapped round by Hovno. TY gets hit round by Hovno, and there we go. He rejoins, but he's back down in 10th Hovno just ahead, so this is absolute madness. This Hovno is a danger on track at the minute. He's almost had one person. Intrepid's off, he's backwards in the gravel, and we've got another car hitting up the boards, things flying everywhere, body panels, body parts, everything's happening at the minute. It's unreal. Got Blakeney and Si together into the second to last corner. I think it was him and Si, yes it was, and Blakeney gets the place. So let's call a bit of order here, shall we? And let's run through the grid. So we've got Pash in the lead, Yomko second, Stevie third. Then we've got Bidster up to fourth now. 3 wide, Bidster's gone around the outside of them both, I think, at the previous corner. Bradders then goes to the inside. Bidster has to let his teammate go through, and Bradders takes George and Bidster in one swoop. And Bidster will have to dry his off. TY finds the puddle on the inside and almost loses complete control of the car. And we've got Bidster and Bradders together now in towards the hairpin. George looking to the inside of Bidster into the hairpin, and George going past both of the yellow cars, but running wide. Has he run wide? I think he has. Yeah, he has. He's run wide. Bradders takes the position back. George goes down, and Bidster's ahead of both of them. Contact on the straight. George and Bradders bullying each other, and now Hovno getting stuck in as well, so absolute madness here. We're going to see if Hovno outbreaks him. So Bradders hits the back of George and takes Hovno out and just makes a mistake. I think Bradders will get a bit fed up of being pushed around there, and he's bitten back. So don't fight with Bradders because he bites back as Hovno goes off and back down the order. Bradders keeps going. There he goes. He's got Si Racing just in front of him now, so a bit sideways there for both cars. George right on the back of Bradders again now, looking for the inside line, no way through there. Bradders cuts him off, and Bradders, I don't know if he was going for a move there or not, but there was no move on there. He hit Si Racing at the back, looking not to spin Si out, and ended up spinning himself. Bradders now getting a bit reckless here. And as he comes across on Twerdy on the straight as well. Come on, Bradders, use your mirrors. You've got 3 of them, 1 in the car, 2 on the side of the cars. As Twerdy goes round the outside, Bradders keeps to the inside. Hovno's right back in this already, as Will tries to avoid Hovno. A bit of a tap to the back of him as we go out of the corner, and I think we're all the way well. Intrepid's come through past Hovno now and Will, so Intrepid making up places. Further up the front, we've got Blake and TY too close together, the 2 teammates running in unison. And is that Blake letting TY go, or are we side by side? We're racing for it. Bidster's in 4th. We're racing for it at the minute, and Yomko and Stevie are together. They're together out the corner. As we look at TY there, he's keeping Blakeney back. Sorry for the little pause there, guys. Just caught the button by accident, so I do beg your pardon. But yeah, into the corner, and then further back we've got Bradders and Will and everyone close together at the back. Meanwhile, we've got Stevie and Yomko battling for second place as Stevie goes off the track. Comes back on. Yomko right behind him now as we go into the next corner. Stevie defends the inside, so Stevie under pressure here from Hovno. Not Hovno, sorry, Yomko. Ends in a co. Close enough. Ends in an L. But Stevie then ahead round the... look how much of the inside line they can take now. There's not as much water on the track, and it's stopped raining, so we're just waiting for the track to start drying out now. So the track's starting to dry, as you see there's not as much spray coming from the cars now, as Stevie keeps ahead of Yomko. Will Yomko have a look into the last corner? Stevie goes wide, Yomko goes with him as we go into the last corner, and both stay as they are for now. Here's the replays from the first half of the race. So the replays then, looking at on board with Bradders into the first corner. So going into the first corner, watch the 3 guys in front. George at the inside, bang Hovno, and Hovno hits Yomko, and then watches Hovno goes off the curb, goes across to the right and hits George off the track, and then rejoins and gets rather close here. And we watch one board with Neil Farmack. See it all starts unfolding ahead of us. 3 cars wide, and Twerdy's behind Hovno there, and then there's almost leaning door handles everywhere as cars go everywhere, and then we go into the hairpin at the far end. Bradders goes through, and Yomko gets back up the inside, gets hit by Hovno, then we get run a bit wide by Twerdy, but no harm done. Intrepid, so watch ahead, you'll see the 2 cars go off to the right. There they go, Hovno and George to the right, and then in front of us George comes back on, and then there's Stevie and Si make contact, and they both go to the right, almost causing another disaster. And then we all go together up to the hairpin. You can see the massive gaggle of cars ahead. These guys are just hanging back thinking, right, let's see if it comes to us. to be careful. And into the corner we go. And Intrepid goes over the curb on the inside. With Blake trying to go around the outside. Contact on exit a little bit, but we're okay. And a bit more, he's giving him the squeeze. And then we're okay now. And here's a look on board with T1 on that one. Watch George's car on the right, the green car. We brake very late and George goes right down the inside there and passes them all on the inside. Bit of contact between Intrepid and Blake. Sci Racing, but I think we all get away with it very well. There's a replay on board with Stevie on lap 2 then, so watch him go into here. We've got Neil Farmack and Hovno together. Hovno goes out the corner and comes just across and across and across and hits Neil Farmack, and they both go off to the left. And he's still hitting him there, and then Neil gets took round. As you look on board with Hovno, then he comes across and hits Twerdy, who then spins in the middle of the pack. One gets collected, and that could have been a whole lot worse, but Hovno again being a danger and causing a massive accident. Okay, now let's have a look on board with Blake. He had a bird's eye view of all this, so we go into the corner. See Neil and Hovno getting contact on the left, and then Hovno comes back across and hits Twerdy, and Twerdy goes off and spins, and we just miss him, and the others just miss him as TY crouching from behind. We'll get a view from TY in a moment, but then Bradders goes around the outside of Intrepid, and we all go a bit wide there. Intrepid gets a good run and passes Blake as well, as Hovno goes off the track again. And then we all go down the hill. Here's a quick view from TY's car. So this is how close it came to disaster for him. You see Twerdy goes across to the side, and then Bradders sort of has Intrepid alongside him, and we can't do anything but avoid, but not manage to avoid him, and the contact is made, and then everyone else goes off down here. There's the Hovno rejoining. We've got all 4 cars together in front, very close together as Hovno and TY there. TY gets a bit of a squirm on the puddle, and just about holds onto the car. Then Hovno hits him again, and round he goes, and Hovno gives him another nudge, and then Hovno loves making contact with people, but then TY gets going. Here's a quick look at what happened to Intrepid on lap 2. So into the corner, just grabs the puddle on the inside, spins round Blake, you can't avoid him, and goes wide. So Intrepid's off the road there, and Blaney's rejoining later on up the road, and then Intrepid eventually gets the car turned back round as Blake comes on just behind Hovno. So into the corner, George goes wide, Bradders goes back through on the inside, then Bradders goes wide. Vincent takes them both and says, see you boys. And then off on the straight here, Bradders and George move towards each other. Then there's contact, so that was both of them. And then if we switch to Bradders, obviously Hovno makes a little bit of contact with him. Then into the next corner, Bradders is still right, I've had enough here. Brakes just too late, hits George in the back, slides into Hovno. So George goes wide, Hovno goes off, and Bradders runs away with both positions. And now back to the racing action. Back to the midfield, we've got George there behind Twerdy. Twerdy's gone back down to 8th after the pummeling he's received this race. George goes a bit wide on the exit there, but he's okay, I think he's survived. Meanwhile, back to the Yonko and Stevie battle, and Stevie is still ahead of Yonko. Still ahead of him. Pash is further up the road, he's loving this. Got a race all to himself as Pash. Here he is in the BMW. The camera gets to him, there we are, straight out the corner, and no problems there for him. As into the hairpin goes Stevie and Yonko. Yonko's still right behind the bumper of Stevie, but not able to make any progress yet. Further up we've got Bradders and Neil side by side. Neil recovering from earlier as Neil goes up the inside of Bradders into the corner. Oh, it's contact as they brake. But luckily Neil gets through without any further issues, and Bradders down to 12th. Twerdy and George and Intrepid close together. So Twerdy and Intrepid there. Intrepid in 9th place in the BMW. I think the best battle on track so far at the minute is still the battle for second. Yonko still right behind that back bumper of Stevie. Go into the corner and out the corner. They check the Scandinavian driver right behind Stevie. Stevie, one of the ruthless competitors of the group. Quite hard to pass, and even harder when he's trying to pass you. If he wants to pass you, he'll get past. No messing around. As we go out the corner, Yonko goes very wide. Again, got to watch those track limits as we go out the corner, and the Yonko again runs wide. That could be another possible penalty. He's got to be careful not to do that too many times. And meanwhile, TY's right behind Bidster now. So TY's behind Bidster and putting the pressure on Bids into turn 1. He's not close enough to make a move yet, but he's right behind Bids as we go into the corner, hopping the curb, and out the corner they both go, both with a nice run out of the first corner there. Back to Intrepid, he's got trying to chase down George. As you can see, the sun's out now. The sun's starting to dry the track down, and it's going to start affecting tyres and tyre heat and all that kind of thing, so we'll have to watch out for different dramatic changes in pace later on as we go into the hairpin with Bidster and TY out of it, and it's TY still behind Bidster, and Stevie's still ahead of Yonko further ahead, so Stevie and Yonko still battling each other. Fastest laps of the race so far, I think we've got TY 43.8 last time round, so TY the fastest man on track as he tries to go past, well, I don't think he's just outbraking himself there. I think that wasn't really a pass, that was an outbraking himself. Goes wide. See the car's moving a lot more to the right now on that section, so the big massive puddle and flood on the track has gone from race 3, and now in race 4 starting to dry out here at Red Bull Ring as we go around the left-hander, and out of it again. The cars can move right to the right hand side. They can use all the track on the right now, get even faster cornering speeds as Neil Farmack closes up to the back of Intrepid. So Neil Farmack closes up to the back of Intrepid now. He's left Bradders in the dust, and he's now closing up on Intrepid, the other BMW. Back to Stevie and Yonko. And Yonko's ahead of Stevie. Yonko's ahead of Stevie, and Stevie down to 3rd place. There's been a change there. So there's been a change there for Stevie down to 3rd, and Yonko up to 2nd. Out the corner we go. Careful on the run out the corner, boys. Sorry we didn't get the first half replays in, but we'll manage to, I'm sure we squeeze them in there somewhere. And George, Intrepid and Neil out of the corner. Neil trying to get past Intrepid. Neil getting a good run on Intrepid, going for the inside now, trying to use the run. He's alongside him now, Neil and Intrepid, and they're both closing on George at a rapid rate of knots. Into the corner, and Intrepid defends the inside from Neil Farmack. No way, Jose. Are you coming through? George runs wide, and Intrepid goes through. Can Neil get the traction and go through as well? I think he has done. Yes, George goes back down to 10th place from 8th in one foul swoop. And we've got Twerdy and Bradders together into the hairpin, and I think they've come. Oh, Bradders has come out on the outside, but Twerdy is ahead in 11th. And Neil now at the inside of Intrepid into the next corner, and a clean move through for Neil Farmack. George follows him through to get back 9th place at least, and Intrepid back down to 10th, but it's still a close battle there, so it's not over yet, as Yonko's got Stevie all over the back of him now. So Yonko and Stevie and Bidster catching up to the back of these boys as well. So all happening there as well as we go back to George and Intrepid. And out of the corner, George gets a good run, but Intrepid gets an even faster one in the rear-wheel drive BMW. Comes alongside him, side by side, up to the second to last corner. George on the inside in the green Mercedes, white BMW of Intrepid on the outside. Oh, he's not going to go on the outside of him, surely not with the grip on these tyres at the minute. No, he goes wide, and George sticks to the inside line and holds position for now. There he is at the top of the screen. He's just hung onto the position, and onto the last lap now goes Yonko and Stevie. There we go, Yonko and Stevie in 2nd and 3rd. Patch is already over. Patch is almost halfway home already. You might as well put the kettle on. But Yonko is trying to defend from Stevie. Stevie goes up the inside into the hairpin. Last lap move here for Stevie. Up the inside and goes wide. Rookie error there from Stevie, and Yonko goes back through into 2nd place. And I don't see Stevie catching him now unless Yonko really does throw it away. So we've got to watch out for Bidster closing up as well. Bidster's getting closer to this battle as it goes on as well, so watch out for that. George and Intrepid still together, and George still in front of Intrepid, but Intrepid still hounding him with pressure. Meanwhile, there's Pash, he's still coming towards the line. Not yet, as Stevie is ahead of Yonko. Yonko trying to get past him. Stevie 2nd, Yonko 3rd, Bidster 4th. So Yonko back down to 3rd, Stevie into 2nd now as we go. Oh! Sliding the cars into the corner. And Bidster's right on the back of Yonko as well. Bidster's he's a bit late, but he's arrived. But better late than never. As Pash comes out the last corner, he's definitely going to win the race. We're just going to watch this battle around the last corner now. Here we go, Stevie and Yonko. Yonko going for a last ditch effort to get past. And into the last corner. And it's right behind him. Pash has won the race, by the way. Pash crosses the line for victory. Well done to Pash. And at the top of the screen there, it's Stevie with Bidster going down the outside of Yonko, but I don't think he's done it. Yonko holds on at 3 wide over the line. What a finish. TY is in 5th. We'll get those results confirmed for you in a little bit. We've got Blakeney ahead of Cy Racing, 6th and 7th. Neil 8th. Intrepid is 9th, followed by George in 10th. So Intrepid gets past George on the last lap as well. Twerdy is going to come through in 11th, with Bradders behind in 12th in the yellow Mercedes there. And then we've got Hovno and Will. There's Hovno at the top of the screen there, and then we've got Will at the back in 14th. So we'll just get the second half of the replays in for you now. Here's the replays from the second half. Okay, here's a look on lap 6 of how Yonko passed Stevie into the last corner. So see Stevie defends, but then Yonko comes back, and then all of a sudden pipes it down the inside, and good move there from Yonko. Here's the replay on board with Bidster on the last lap of the race, and to watch how close this race finish was. To see if he closes right up to the back of Yonko and tries to get in Stevie's draft, but Stevie's got the place already in front. And as we go to the line, Stevie slows down almost before the line. We'll have to look into that. Here's a look on board with Yonko at the finish. So watch Stevie ahead as we go towards the line. You see there, we're going towards the line now. Watch Stevie will slow down about now, and then Yonko has to go to the side, and Bidster will go almost goes through. I think Stevie was trying to help out Bidster there, so that'll have to be checked out after the race. Here's an onboard from Stevie's helmet cam just to have another look. So watch, so listen to the revs. Just keeps it in gear to try and slow Yonko up and let Bidster go through on the left. So that was very naughty there from Stevie. And I'll come back from that. We will now take you to the results, followed by the overall standings. Okay guys, here's the results after that race then. So Pash takes victory in the BMW. A good win for Pash, and he breaks Bidster's 3-race streak. So well done to Bidster in 2nd place. 3rd for Stevie, then it's 4th for Yonko, with TY in 5th place ahead of his teammate Blakeney in 6th. Then it's Cy Racing in 7th as we go over the page, with Neil Farmack in 8th. We've got Intrepid in 9th. George back in 10th. Twerdy finishes 11th. Bradders is 12th, with Hovno in 13th, with Will rounding off the 14th. Okay, and now we move on to the overall standings. It is Bidster extends his lead on 306 points, with Stevie on 243 in second, so quite a big gap there. Then it's quite a big gap as well from Stevie to Neil on 198. Then it's Pash on 178, his teammate there. 4 points ahead of Blake on 174, and Blake's 1 point ahead of his teammate on 173. So George in 7th on his own on 158. Then it's a big gap to Intrepid on 114 in 8th. Then it's 9th for Bradders on 97, 81 for Will. And then we've got Cy Racing on 63, Twerdy on 61, quite close there. Yonko 41. And we've got Fidel on 25, Hovno on 22. Then the team points, it is Brave and Bold on 403, 2 points ahead of Dive Squad on 401, very close there. Smoking Tyres on 376, with Friendly Fire on 347. As we come back from that, your winner of this race is Pash in the BMW there. Well done to Pash, fantastic win for him in this one. Ran away with it while everyone else were battling each other, and it's a win for him in the BMW. So that's it for that one, guys, and we're going to see you guys next time, which will be for our round 5 special event, which is different 4 different tracks, and we've got loads of different cars as well. So we're at Long Beach, Zolder, Bannock Bray and Oschersleben, and we're using all 3 of the different cars. So we're having single mate races. So we've got Mercedes round Long Beach, BMW round Zolder, Bannock Bray in the Renault, and then we've got Oschersleben at the end, which is going to be a very weird one because we can use all 3 cars, but it's going to be a bit of a winter wonderland, and that's your only clue. And it's probably a bit of a giveaway as well. So we'll see you next time, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching another race by LPB Racing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And next time, it is the first race of our special event of this season, round 5, the race 1. It will be at Long Beach in the Mercedes.